Well, here I am with Newcastle legend Bobby Moncur. Now, he has actually played for Sunderland as well, but we won't hold that against him. Bobby, your thoughts on derby games, what are you thinking?
Well, derby games are obviously going to be exciting, and tomorrow Sunday the atmosphere will be electric. And you know, when people say to me, how do you think a game will go? It's impossible for me as an ex-player to sort of say, well, I think this and I think that, because there's so many imponderables that when the players run out here, it will be a different atmosphere, and then you get onto the pitch and then everybody's got to fight their own little battle. And it's all about, form goes out the window. It's about how many players in each side have got the bottle to do what they're good at, because some of them just crack up, or they might actually get the adrenaline pumping. So trying to take on, I used to play, I want to stop my man playing, and then every player, the more players that do that on each side, they've got a better chance of winning. But to actually say what the score is going to be, it's impossible. I never ever do that. What I would say is, I would like to think that Newcastle get at least a point, and hopefully they win. But it's one of these, anything can happen. Referee's decision, a mistake by somebody. So there's so many imponderables, because it is the players. I know they play in the Premier League, and every game is always a big occasion, but derby game, Newcastle versus Sunderland, is something where players might just, it's about not getting too edgy, and it depends how many good players mentally can stand up to that.
Well, that's the thing, you've played in these games. Sadly, I'm never going to get the chance.
You never know.
If you're watching Mike Ashley and Derek Bias, please offer contracts.
Alan Pardew, you want to be talking to.
Oh yes, Mr. Pardew as well, sorry sir. But you've obviously had the players' perspective. What is it like in the week running up from a player's point of view, the atmosphere, the fans, what's that like?
Well, again, it's all about, it is special, certainly. In our day, there was obviously more locals, if you like, involved in the derby, Jimmy Montgomery's and the Bobby Moncurs, again, playing against the Frank Clarks and David Craig. So we all knew each other quite well. So it was more of a, we knew the players probably better than the modern day Newcastle player knows the modern day Sunderland player. So it was all about, we're playing against them, and it was a bit of, sometimes even we used to see them because we used to play golf against them. So it was always, but once you run out there, the white line, any friendship you might have had with Bobby Moncur or Jimmy Montgomery, it went out the window. I remember when I went to Sunderland some years, well, when I left here, I went down, my job was to try and get the promotion, which I did in a couple of years ago, promotion. And I remember I went a tour of Australia, and I'm sat there with Jimmy Montgomery, and he said to me, I'm having a beer, Sydney, fantastic sunshine, having a few beers, great. He says, and we're talking about old days. He says, I used to hate you. I says, Jimmy, how can you say that? I says, no, because I was a good pal of his and still am. Well, I was then. I said, how can you say that? He said, well, I didn't hate you. He said, just hate what you stood for. I said, what do you mean? He says, Captain of Newcastle. He says, I like you now, he said. So it was all right.
What about the current crop of Newcastle players, and who should we have an eye out for on Sunday itself?
Well, again, it's all about experience, and I think I think Crow's had a great season so far. If he can perform, obviously not make any mistakes, he is a good keeper. To me, when I see him, I hope not tempting fate here, but as a defender, what you want is your goalkeeper to come out and command the area, and come in, and if you like, let you know he's coming for it, because if you don't know he's coming and you're a bit worried, well, I'm going to have to head this, I've got to fight somebody, but the keeper can come and do it. It takes such a lot of pressure off the back foot, and Crow has done that. He reads the game well. So I'm thinking to myself, if he's on form, and the back four have done okay this season. They've been a bit shaky maybe the last couple of games, but that's to be expected. But I think the big crunch place is in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
You know, I've got Toyota and I've got Kabai. Obviously, the big one's going to be Catamo. He'll be the spotlight will be on him, I think, because he is what he is, and he's not unlike Toyota. You know, they want to win every game.
Do you think they'll both last the 90 minutes?
No idea. No, that's a good question. I wonder what the odds are.
Yeah,
but I think that's and up front, it's about who can take the chances. You know, Bar has shown to us that he can take chances. You know, he's a big lad, but he's got a lot of skill. And the one thing I like about him, he always when he gets a chance, he always invariably hits a target. You know, some players turn around and lash it over the bar when they have a chance, but I always think he's thinking, I've got to hit the target, got to make the keeper save it. So if he's on form, he might give us a good start, because he's a handful.